Hello, Bill. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. That is my call sign. My name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie, and I'm situated here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. We're approaching the 7 o'clock hour here in the city, and it's time to monitor another edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the VE3ZOE repeater. This net meets 5 times a week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on this repeater at 7 p.m. on a frequency of 443.075, and on Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. Let's stand by right now, and we'll wait for VE3IUK, who's going to be our cheery net controller tonight. Please stand by. And there's 7 o'clock. Where's Bill? Oh my goodness. Hello, Bill.
Do we need a net controller? VA3CJZ.
I'm pretty sure Bill said he was going to be running the net tonight, and he is on the YouTube. He's already made a quick comment there in the chat box. So let's see if Bill's around. VE3IUK, VA3IMW.
I am here. Okay, sorry for the late start there, folks. Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill in Dundas, and I'm your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This net meets 5 times weekly, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. And when checking in, mobile stations do get priority. So with that, let's stand by and see if there are any priority traffic or quick one and dones come now. Okay, nothing heard. I do see that VE3FMB has checked in via YouTube. Good evening, and thanks for checking in. And when checking in, also remember to hit that like button. I'm sure Mac would appreciate it. So with that, let's stand by and see who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. VA3CJZ. VA3WPG.
VA3IMW.
Hey, we got 3 to start off with here. We'll start with Chuck. Good evening, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3IUK. How you doing?
Good evening, Ontario. It's Saturday night with your host, Bill, VE3IUK. Good evening, everyone. Doing okay over here, Bill. Just finished dinner. We had some pizza. And I spent most of the day reconnecting all my wireless devices to the new service. And I'm also experiencing some back pain and have to take breaks in between. But I got a lot of it done, and I managed to get a handful of parks. One in Barbados, I think. So yeah, it wasn't a bad day.
Yeah, very good, Chuck. Yeah, I was sort of off and on today. I had other stuff to do, but I managed to pick up 20 new parks today. The band was hopping, but as I say, I couldn't go on it full time. I had other stuff to do as well. But yeah, conditions seem to be a lot more improved today. I did notice still a lot of QSB on signals, a lot of sort of volatile up and down. So, but definitely a better day. Of course, 20 meters south, I think, was with the South Carolina QSO party was an absolute zoo.
Oh yeah, and I tried going on 15 meters, and I was having a hard time picking out stations, so I just gave up and moved on to something else. But yeah, it is what it is. We knew there were contests starting today, or yeah. So yeah, you got to work in between those.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I guess the repeater's acting up. I just checked your signal on direct. You're fine, so it is the repeater. Well, there you go. But it is what it is, and yeah, 15 meters was I was able to get, I think, about a half dozen contacts on there today, so it was okay. But I don't hear everything, but I work what I hear, so that's sort of what it goes down to. Anything else before I move on, Chuck?
Yes, apparently we have a total lunar eclipse coming up March 2nd, so that would be Monday, and I believe you have to get up at 6 in the morning to see it. I'm not sure. But anyways, a week from tomorrow, we spring ahead with our clocks. And of course, we've got some warmer temperatures in store, but first, Mother Nature wants to give us some of that wet stuff overnight tonight. So, but anyways, that's it for me, Bill. Thanks for doing this one. VA3CJZ.
Yeah, just a couple of quick comments before I go down to Mac there. I think it's 4 in the morning. I think you have to be up for, and it's the last full lunar eclipse until 2028. So, if you want to see it, you'll have to set your alarm. Anyway, it is what it is, Chuck.
Yeah, unless you live somewhere with a lot of windows and clear view, chances are you'd have to go outside somewhere. But thanks for that update, Bill.
Yep, there you go. Anyways, thanks a lot for checking in, and have a good evening. And Mac, VA3IMW, VE3IUK, good evening.
Thanks, Bill, but I think Chris is first.
I got things in the wrong order. I should be picking up Chris first. VA3WPG, VE3IUK.
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG. Listening along to the net tonight, and I guess I got a little bit of a question or a topic maybe we could throw out tonight. Question is, I've been listening to 147.345 today. That's either OBP or NCF, not sure which one. Anybody who listens to that will know that we can hear stations from all over the States, all over the world, Great Britain, England, all kinds of that stuff. My question is, when you're listening to that station, repeater, not station, when you happen to hear one of those stations, if you are to make contact with one of those stations, I do not do it myself. I only do that for direct HF one-way direct contacts, simplex, but if you do make contact with one of those stations on that repeater, do you mark that in as a contact as on QRZ? Do you use that towards your QRZ awards, QRZ badges, or do you not do that and just keep that for simplex only HF when you're talking about international contacts? I myself will not log a England contact on a 2-meter digitally connected repeater, but I'm just interested to hear how other people do that, handle that. VA3WPG.
Comment.
Yeah, just stand by, Chuck. Personally, I would not. I would think it would have to be a direct comment, but or direct contact. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yes, VA3, CJZ. Chris, those contacts stations that you hear on the OBP repeater from all over the world are coming in on a 10-meter repeater out in near London, Ontario. And so VE3MMX, that's Mike X-ray, is the owner and operator of that repeater. And that's how, if you do log it, you have to use the 10-meter frequency that he uses. Otherwise, I know what you mean. We're picking it up through repeaters. I wouldn't log that in my log, but if someone does, they would have to log it under the 10-meter repeater frequency that it's coming out of. Does that help?
It does. Appreciate the comments. I will, if I do make contact, I will still -2 log that, as I will not consider that an official direct contact. Thank you, and I will still listen to further comments. VA3WPG.
Okay, very good. Back to net control.
Okay, thanks for that input, Chuck, and I wasn't aware of that, so I learned something new. Anyways, let's see what Mac's been up to today. Before I do that, I see we've got another check-in here. I'm not sure. I guess that's nope. I'm not sure who that is. That checked in after Drone Wayne. Maybe someone else knows. Anyway, good evening, Mac. How you doing?
Good evening, Bill, and all on net. I see the chat alive with some activity there. Waving a hand to Droner Wayne, VA3FMB, and Ontario CB Club. There's obviously a listener who's trying to pick up the net from Toronto. Obviously, I guess the repeater's not quite as strong as it used to be, but we certainly appreciate everybody checking in on YouTube, and the ham radio family is definitely glad to see people that are paying attention to what's going on here. Anyways, a fairly good day overall. It was nice to see temperatures that were kind of seasonable earlier in the day. I think I saw +3 or 4 degrees this morning. But after my run out to get gas, I noticed the temperature had already dropped to 0. I'm sure it's going to plunge a little bit further. So we're in for a little bit of a cool one tomorrow, but then gradually getting warmer throughout the week and into double-digit temperatures for next weekend. Not a whole lot else to share other than tomorrow's the first day of March. So the first Sunday of every month, the sideband net will happen tomorrow night. So we'll start on 146.125 on upper sideband, and at 8 o'clock, and then swing down to 2 meters, 146.400, and do comparative contacts. So looking forward to that tomorrow night. Other than that, not a whole lot else to share. Still looking for some feedback from interested parties for our April 17th/18th group activation that coincides with Support Your Park Spring Weekend. So everybody think about that, and when you come up with a grand idea at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what your eureka time is. Make sure you got a notepad by the side of your bed so you can scribble down the park that you're dreaming about. Other than that, I think that's about it for me, and lots of time before I time things out.
Yeah, okay, Mac. A couple of comments. First of all, I'm good with either Saturday or Sunday. I would prefer Saturday, but either day works. And I'm trying to think of the park that we had in mind. What was the park?
I think we had talked about Valence.
That's it, yeah. And you could put me down for Valence, so I'll sort of break the ice with that information.
Yep, Roger. And I think there's a fair number of people that already have Hamilton conservation passes, and those of you who have invested in those also have the vouchers that could be shared about for additional vehicles to be entering the park. So I guess they do have facilities. So I know Edward's always hoping that there's going to be somewhere to a relief station. You know what I mean? But I guess it's not quite as good as RBG because it doesn't have a hot dog stand across the street. So maybe we'll have to get creative for our own hot dog or sausage. Well, it'll turn out to be a sausage party anyways, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I digress. I'll let you go ahead and pick up whoever else is waiting in the wings there, Bill. Thanks.
I still got those 2 paper vouchers available if anyone wants or needs.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've got one. I think just one. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Chris, you're gonna chuckle at this one. That parking ticket that we got out in Burlington, it's still showing as challenged, and it looks like just putting in the challenge was good enough to negate the charges. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Not surprising at all.
Okay, Bill, take her away.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and we can talk about that later. We can maybe do some alternate for food. I'm not sure what's available there. We can go after what we can do, but that could be a topic for a later date. So, but being it's April, it'd be a bit of a dice toss with the weather, but at least it will be milder than our last outing. Okay, let's stand by and see if there's anyone else who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net.
VA3IMW.
VA3IUK, good evening, Steve. How are you doing?
Not too bad there, Bill. A little bit of static coming in behind you there. Not sure what that's about, but anyway, yeah, nothing special going on here. Just got home from work not too long ago, and just chilling for the evening there. That's about it there, Bill. VE3IUK, VA3IMW.
Yeah, what's going on with the repeater? Yeah, let's make one director signal is fine, but thanks for checking in, Steve, and have a good evening.
Yeah, roger that. Thanks, Bill, and same to everybody on net here.
Okay, sounds good. Anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, VE3IUK, waiting for your call. VE3LBI. The first Victor Echo to check in tonight. VE3IUK. Good evening, Larry. How you doing?
Really bad tonight, so nothing to report. Messed around a little bit today. Wound 49-1 with 14 gauge wire. My thumbs are really sore.
Yeah, I got most of that. the static covered up about 50% of your transmission.
Yeah, it's really bad tonight, Bill. All right, I won't try to hold you up. I'll let it go. Thanks for doing it, Bill. VE3IUK.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. Yeah, because I was unable to copy direct, so that's what I was looking for. But anyway, be that as it may, let's see if there's anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now. Looks like we could have ourselves an abbreviated net tonight. I'll take another standby for any other check-ins or comments. I see Matt, VE3SMN, is checked in via YouTube. Good evening, Matt. So VE3IUK standing by for anyone else who'd like to check into Lake Ontario Radio Net. Okay, nothing heard. I'd like to thank the folks that checked in, and you folks make the net. I just take down the call signs. So this is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt Bill in Dundas. Before I leave, I'd like to thank Terry VE3IQL for the use of the repeater. And with that, we'll turn this repeater and all frequencies back to normal amateur use. 7-3 all, and everyone have a good evening.
VE3LBI, VA3IMW. I got your your information there. You wound a 49-to-1 Ballon with the 14 gauge wire, and your thumbs are sore. And I think the fitting joke for that is I just flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired.
I just walked over to the radio. My feet are tired now. No, yeah, it's pretty stiff, that stuff. So, and getting it through the two toroids and back around, trying to get the kinks out of it. Time you get done, boy, oh boy, I'll tell you. A little rough on the thumbs.
And that's the enameled copper?
What's that, sorry?
Is that the enameled copper?
Yeah, so basically it's safe for motors and stuff. So it's a little stiffer than, say, 14.2 you use in the house, right?
Yes, sirree. So you're taking to making your own Ballons. That's very energetic. New application?
No, I had one built before. I had it with 3 toroids. What I decided to do, I wanted to move it down to 2, and it gives me 2 spare toroids. So I actually took the one apart that I had, and took a piece of doweling and shoved it in the vise outside, ran the wire back and forth through it, take the kinks out of it to make it straight again, and then I rewound a new Ballon on the 491 just with 2 toroids, 243 toroids.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. So are you going to construct an extra Ballon from what you got left over, or are you going to use that as a noise suppressor for coax?
No, I have one for the coax already. That's all good to go. The 2 that are left, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, Mac. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind. I don't think I need another 49-to-1, but I might make a 64-to-1. I got enough wire.
And what would a 64-to-1 be for? A non-resonant, what do they call that? One of Wade's favorites, the random wire antennas.
Yeah, I think you can use it on that. The calculation is a little different than a 49-to-1. Instead of 468, you have to do a little bit of different for the wire length, but I don't know yet. The 3-core was overkill. I don't need it that big. So today was the day I decided to rip it apart and just put 2 cores in there, which will run more than I'll ever run through it, but it just keeps it cooler because there's 2 cores.
Yes, sir. So I guess with 3 cores, that thing would have been rated for like 1,200 watts.
Yeah, 1,500 plus probably, maybe even 2. So I think we were talking to Dave about it. Even the 2 core, he says you probably get about 800 watts through it. And like, I'm never going to run 800 watts. I don't have that kind of power, nor would I ever run it that much power.
Well, I guess the other thing is, to consider, if you're ever running FT8, so the rating that they give you for most of your balance, say a 49-to-1 balun that is rated for 800 watts, right? That's my big 80-meter antenna, right? It's rated for 800 watts, single sideband. But if you're running constant load like you would for AM, FM, or FT8, full duty load, you need a safety factor of 3-to-1, right? So 800 would be divided by 3. So that what's that? 233 watts or something like that. So when you reduce the capacity of your balun, if you're running FT8, be careful that you minimize your power, because otherwise, once you start to heat up that core, you're going to start to see your SWR creep. It'll just start to cook and cook and cook and get hotter and hotter. You can actually sit there and watch your SWR meter creeping up as the FT8 transmission takes place.
Yeah, I don't really run, even with my FT8, when I run it, I haven't run it for so long. Like I said, last time I ran it, I forgot how to use it. I only run 20 watts, max 25. So even with that, I don't know, I may play around with this 49-to-1 in the backyard when it gets a little warmer and we don't have any snow on the ground, but I can play around.
Absolutely. And it sounds like the more we're exercising the repeater, the more that noise is going away. I kind of figured it was something to do with moisture somewhere, whether it's an antenna connection or somewhere. But sounds like the repeater is recovering as it is warming up.
Yep, sure does. You're still live, by the way, too, eh? You're still streaming.
Yes, I am, and there's still people watching. So waving a hand to Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November. Thanks for your YouTube check-in, and interested to see what this Ontario CB Club guy, perhaps if he's got an interest in amateur radio, we can help him out in subsequent nets. Anyways, Larry, I'll bid you 7-3 for the time being. I know you're probably going to head out to the garage for something or other, and I'll be back on this repeater to monitor for a little bit longer and poke around on HF and see what I can find. Anyways, 7-3's good chat, and we'll bring the live stream to a close as well. Thank you one and all. VA3IMW.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Mac. Don't forget, if you get an opportunity, to send that thing over about the solar charger too, please.
Oh, the one that I bought.
Yeah, you said you picked one up. You found one there from Echoworthy. Echoworthy.
Yes, sir. I'll do that.
Please and thank you. All right. All the best. I'll clear over with myself here. VE3LBI will be QRT for a bit.
There we go. Live stream will be shutting down. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. 7-3's one and all. Don't forget to like and subscribe.